Good morning, everyone. Let me start sharing my screen. Before we start, I would like to tell everyone about a story. It's a story about a person called Jessica. So please do have a feel about the storyline and then venture a thought or two. What could have been done differently? Okay. Okay, so Jessica just moved to a new country and she would like to apply for a local credit card. After browsing the website of a local bank, she decided to apply for credit card A, as recommended by the website. Okay. Of course, she has to go down to the bank herself with a dozen of documents as she is a new customer. So today she rejected a few calendar invites because the bank's only working business hours, and she's going down to the bank with her documents. After 1 hour of waiting, she sits down with this person called Leo, and Leo is the officer that day who is about to assist her to complete this transaction. Leo tells her, well, thanks for your interest. I know that product A was recommended to you. However, I've been working in this bank for a very long time, and I recommend you product B according to your portfolio. So of course, it's up to you. But I would like to have these documents if you want to change from product A to product B. So Jessica is a little bit confused. She feels like, I don't know which one I should go for, but I think I should trust Leo. Okay, I'm going to switch to product B. However, different sets of documents are required, and I did not bring them. So what can I do? Jessica understands, right? It's part of the journey. So she went back home. She kept her cool. After 2 days, she came back, and this time she comes back completely prepared. I have all of the documents you could possibly need for any transactions, for any product I want to buy, okay? After another hour of waiting, she sits down with an officer called Jack. Jack tells her, my name is Jack because Leo is on leave today, but don't worry, we're still going to assist you. I also read a little bit about your portfolio, your background. I think both options are good. And we also have some new products for you to see if you're interested. At this juncture, Jessica's battery is going absolutely low. It's been 3-4 days. You guys are telling me all different things. I've come to the bank twice. Where is my credit card? Whatever. I just want to get it done. I want, let's say, credit card B. Jack said, sure, no problem. Now let me validate your documents required. Everything is good, except for that your employment letter is missing 1 page. Also in our country, driving license is not considered an ID. We will need you to scan all of the pages of your passport. Okay, don't worry. You don't have to go home anymore. I know you have brought all of your documents. So there is a printer and a scanner downstairs. You can do it right here. But wait, unfortunately, it's already 6 p.m. and we're about to close. So I will see you another day. Okay. We don't know really, Jessica is going to keep her cool this time, but let's take a look. What are we left with after this story that lasts around 1 week? We're left with a frustrated Jessica. She's done everything she could. After 1 week, she couldn't get one single credit card. We have also very frustrated Jack and Leo, who have been perfectly trained for the job, who work very diligently, who know the products very well, who invested just as much time as Jessica did. However, they could not complete this one single transaction. Looking at even a bigger picture, the bank is facing an unsustainable business growth. Why? Because this is a very good example that Jessica could represent the customers who are going to contribute to the churn rate. It's definitely not good for the business. And as a result, there will be a lot of management meetings, right? The leadership feeling very confused, need to sit down over and over again, talk to different consultants as well, to really try to understand what we have done wrong, how can we revise the business strategies, and what could we have invested in. Okay, so this is the problem. I'm sure at this juncture, every one of us could relate to at least one of these four scenarios, four kinds of frustration, right? And they are all good reflection of one single fact. Low business efficiency does no good to anyone. Facing this problem, what we have done. So Laiye walked in not as simply a technology provider, but we really went in, we interviewed everyone, and we understood the real business pain point over here. As a result, we launched this intelligent digital assistant for the bank. Now we know what is digital assistant, but why do we call it intelligent? What you're looking at is the web-based version of the intelligent digital assistant that we have launched for this bank. So what we're doing right now is that we're talking to this chatbot or assistant instead of going to the bank to talk to Leo and Jack. Okay, so first question, hey there, how can I help you? I want to understand what are your branches, right? Okay, we have branches here and there. My next question is, are you in UK? Okay, so this is the first point to answer my question just now. Why do we call it intelligent? I'm not sure whether everyone has, a reasonable knowledge about NLU, natural language understanding. You may have a lot of encounters with other chatbots in the market, those FAQ-based chatbots, right? If you ask a question, they only use rules to direct you to the next question without really trying to understand what is the intent you're having when you ask this question. Look at here. I'm asking two completely different questions. Where are your branches? Are you in the UK, right? The chatbot is intelligent enough to understand you, even though your questions are in completely different forms, but I understand that you come from one single purpose, is that you want to understand the locations of my branches. This is the first point, okay? Second thing is I could be asking, let's say, do you have ATM machines? Okay, yes, we have this many machines everywhere, okay? And I'm going to ask exactly the same question again. Are you in UK? Yeah, yes, we are. This is to narrow down that, for a list of ATM machines in UK, please visit over here. But I would like to bring your attention to one fact. This fact is that I have asked two exactly same questions in a row. However, I got completely different answers, right? Why? Because our chatbot has this feature called contextual memory. Contextual memory refers to, now I am answering your questions. Even if you ask me the same question, I remember the context has changed. This is the high-level intelligence that only human beings will have, but we have embedded this into our chatbot so that you don't have to go back to square one and say, no, I'm not asking about branches. I'm actually asking about ATM machines. This saves a lot of hassle for you. Okay, last point is that, I really want to complete a transaction. So I want to ask what kind of credit card promotions you guys have, right? A standardized recommendation is provided over here. Let's say I'm interested in the first one, okay? Okay, you're interested in 360. Would you like to proceed? Yes, I would like to proceed. So this is where the chatbot is actually trying to complete this transaction instead of just gathering information, right? Let's say I'm going to upload documents, okay? You need these 3 different documents to prove that you're this person. So please do that, okay? I'm going to start with my IC. Okay? While this loads, 3 things are happening at the same time. The first thing is that as the document loads, the chatbot has created an ID and a location for this single document so that other technologies we have can actually pick them up to analyze them, right? For example, just now you see that I have uploaded an IC. In this case, this location is created. So the document processor, which was the IDP mentioned by Peter, is picking this up and really to check whether this is an IC or not. I'm asking for an IC, but if you send me a library card, then I'm sorry, you need to submit again. This is the second thing that's happening. The third thing is that, okay, now I know this actually is an IC, okay, or any other document. What is the data that means business value to me? What is the data I require to complete your onboarding process? Okay, so this is the last document, which is the employment letter. Now, while we wait, all three documents are processed. They're validated as the right format. They are extracted by the document processor. And now RPA picks up and tells you, please verify, because there is a case that, the document quality is not good, so I didn't catch it correctly. So as a user, I could, let's say, I'm going to change this to 8 or modify anything. And then I confirm over here, okay? By clicking confirm, you are basically onboarded because the RPA is picking up your confirm action and make sure, okay, this is everything we need. Now I'm going to pass it to our internal validation team so that they can check and further validate your documents to complete this transaction for you. Last but not least, I am a user, so I would like to have a confirmation. So I'm going to give my email address. And as a result, you can see over here, I have received this email saying, hey, it's already successful. So you can do this. I'm going to pause it over here and let's think about what values this chatbot or this intelligent assistant has added value to everyone. Okay. First, this intelligent assistant runs 24/7 with consistent behaviors, meaning unlike Jack and Leo, the robot can actually run all the time, not only within business hours, and they don't go for coffee breaks and they don't take leaves. Okay. Number 2 is AI-driven conversational assistant accessible anywhere, anytime. This is easy to understand. You have internet, you're there. Okay. Outcome-driven design to complete the transaction within minutes. This is something that's I personally think that's very innovative because most chatbots in the market are still focusing on collecting information and answering FAQs. But our chatbot actually focuses on completing the whole end-to-end transaction to reach your desirable outcome. Okay. Fourth, consistent recommendation system based on our users' own portfolio. You won't face the fact that Jack and Leo will tell you different things, and also the website tells you another thing. All of the recommendations will be consolidated, standardized, and then provided by this intelligent assistant. Last thing, right? We're speaking for the bank who actually purchased this digital assistant. Of course, every technology requires you to invest. But how we stood out in this case is that our chatbot is maintainable and also buildable or creatable on a no-code, low-code platform. So that once this goes live, let's say one day your business processes would change, or you would like to add more intents or more content to this conversational flow, you can actually do it within yourself. You don't have to reach out to us or potentially other consultants anymore. So this actually helps the bank to consistently increase its business ROI. As the end result, Jessica is not frustrated anymore. She doesn't even have to, take leaves or get out of her office to complete the transaction. Leo and Jack can focus on more business critical activities. Here, there's something I would like to highlight in this context. The purpose of this chatbot or the purpose of any automation technology is not to replace your employees. It is very challenging and almost impossible if you want to cultivate a machine to be as experienced as human beings. So what is the purpose here? The purpose here is that this robot, looking at certain processes, understand how Jack is doing it, understand how Leo is doing it, understand how other 100 colleagues are doing the same thing. Standardize their patterns of work, standardize their levels of intelligence and understanding on this onboarding process, and then only contribute to this onboarding process, while Leo and Jack and other colleagues can focus on more business critical activities. So in the end, you work together with this robot. That is why we call it assistant. It helps you increase your productivity as your single assistant. It's not there to replace anybody. Well, of course, when the bank provides better user experiences, it will be more likely to have a sustainable business growth, and your management or leadership could focus on revising other kinds of business strategies. Okay, this is the end of Jessica's story, and of course, how Laiye helped with Jessica's story. We always say that the purpose of technology is to empower business, and that's absolutely true. So this is a perfect example of how Laiye envisions to really solve your business problem instead of adding one more IT project to your internal team. We absolutely encourage you to come to us, talk to us, share with us your specific business pain points, and then we can take up from there. We can come up with the best automation solutions for your case.